Hello and welcome to an introduction to the Information Literacy program at NorQuest College. My name is Leah Townsend and I am an instruction librarian. In this video, I'll be sharing an overview of some of the Information Literacy program offerings available at NorQuest College. I'll start out with a bit of context regarding the program and the library, and then we'll move on to looking at our embedded library instruction program and some of the offerings we have available. This will include a discussion of some best practices for online tutorial development and a look at our new online APA course. Here's a bit of context regarding NorQuest College and the library. NorQuest College's main campus is located in downtown Edmonton, and we also have several regional campuses and significant online course offerings. We have a student population of 11,000 full-time and part-time credit students. We offer 25 post-secondary career credentials, including programs such as Practical Nurse and Business Administration. We also offer upgrading, ESL, and language instruction for newcomers to Canada programs. Our student population is very diverse. Approximately 57% of our students are born outside of Canada. The average age of our students is 30 years old, and 62% of our students are female. The NorQuest College Library serves face-to-face, online, distance, and regional students. Our staff consists of 5 full-time librarians, 6 library technicians, a head librarian, as well as part-time library technician and MLIS students. Our library is a member of the NEOS Library Consortium. NorQuest librarians have a diverse set of roles. In addition to in-class information literacy instruction workshops, the librarians develop online learning content for the library website and for embedding into course LMS pages. We'll talk about both types of offerings shortly. Our library is student-focused, meaning we work with students one-on-one and in groups on a drop-in basis and by appointment with online learners. We support faculty by teaching them how to use our library tools, but we do not directly support faculty research activities. The librarians also do collection development, reference services, create and maintain research guides, liaise with program areas, and serve on cross-departmental committees and working groups. Our information literacy program reflects the diversity of courses and programs at NorQuest, as well as the specific needs of our students. For students in LINC and ESL, library instruction can include the most introductory of concepts, such as how to borrow books from the library or access online library content. For upgrading and post-secondary programs, most of our information literacy offerings break down into 3 categories: finding sources, evaluating sources, and citation. Librarian-led sessions on finding sources typically include highlighting discipline-specific search tools and tips, with lots of times for students to practice their own searches with a librarian available to answer questions. In the sessions on evaluating sources, students are asked to consider criteria that they use to evaluate sources, as well as the contextual nature of authority. For this session, we utilize many hands-on activities which ask students to explore these concepts through discussion. Lastly, our citation sessions teach students the basics of either MLA or APA citation. This is achieved through a series of active learning activities, including reference-building puzzles. Beyond these options, we offer assignment-specific sessions which are tailored to match the requirements of the course assignment. In all of our face-to-face instruction sessions, we emphasize learning through doing with hands-on, active learning activities that encourage critical thinking. As is the case with many information literacy programs, some of our library sessions are one-off instruction opportunities. However, we are fortunate to have successfully created a relationship with the University Transfer Program, which allowed us to develop embedded instruction in English 2550 classes. English 2550 is a post-secondary course which is a required course for many of the post-secondary programs at NorQuest, offered in the first semester of the programs. Students in face-to-face offerings of this course will have 3 visits from a librarian over the course of the semester, with 2 workshops on research and another on citation. As distance and online students are not able to attend face-to-face library sessions, we have made a special effort to focus on the information needs and IL skill development for these students. Online, interactive tutorials are a useful tool for just-in-time learning for both online and face-to-face learners. The skills we teach in face-to-face sessions are broken down into short, 3 to 5 minute tutorials that students can access on demand through the library website. Tutorials can also be embedded by instructors into their LMS courses. At NorQuest, we currently use Articulate Storyline as our tutorial development software. In the past, we have used Captivate and Camtasia. NorQuest librarians have developed a robust suite of tutorial offerings over the course of the last 5 years. Here are some of the best practices we've identified during the tutorial development process which might be of interest to you. Firstly, we decided early on that our tutorial should cover a single learning objective and be about 3 to 5 minutes in length. This focused approach allows the student to learn only the specific skill that they need, and it doesn't tax the student's attention span or feel as overwhelming as a longer tutorial might. Secondly, and critically, we decided that all our tutorials would be interactive in some way. For us, this is what separates tutorials from videos. The interactivity could come in the form of a click-along software demonstration, a formative assessment of students' own learning, such as a matching activity, or a quiz at the end to check learning. Having interactive components in the tutorial requires the student to engage with the content, rather than passively receive the information. This helps them better learn the material. Another good practice is to emphasize universal design for learning and accessibility before you build. This can mean taking some time to consider the accessibility of your tutorial templates, including the amount of blank space, text size, relevance of visuals, instructions both spoken and written, keyboard navigation, alt text, and closed captioning. It's much easier to address these considerations before you build and as you build the project, rather than retroactively trying to fix these issues later. Another thing to consider is that users might be visiting your tutorial on their phones. If your tutorial project is responsive to screen size, it will make the tutorial much more user-friendly for those using mobile devices. Also, it's important to think about the differences that come with interacting with your tutorial on a touch screen versus a keyboard or mouse. For example, drag and drop activities can sometimes be harder to do if the items are on a small mobile screen and need to be dragged using one's finger. Lastly, don't forget about the importance of sound. This is a part of a tutorial that can be extremely time-consuming. When recording spoken audio components, it's important to consider your audience. Does the language level have to be simple, or would technical language be appropriate? Sound recording, editing, and captioning can take a significant amount of time, and it's very important to the overall quality of the tutorial. All told, the tutorial development process typically takes about 30 to 50 hours from start to finish for a 3 to 5 minute tutorial. If you'd like to see some of the tutorials we've developed at NorQuest College, please visit libguides.norquest.ca/tutorials. But what about those topics for which you need a little more than a simple 3-minute tutorial? In this case, you may want to develop a tutorial series or even a mini course. This is what we have done at NorQuest in the case of teaching students APA style. A little bit of background before I tell you about our APA online course. You might remember earlier in the video, I talked about how we have an embedded instruction program with the English 2550 courses, and that they see us 3 times per semester. However, there are usually somewhere between 8 and 15 sections of this course running in a term. Of course, there are also many other programs that want library instructions as well. As you can guess, this is a lot for a small team of librarians to cover. In order to free ourselves up to focus on sessions with more difficult abstract concepts and research, we decided to move our APA instruction online by developing a mini course. The APA online course is a series of 4 online lessons that teach students the basics of APA style. The course was first run in fall term 2019, and in winter term 2020, it is being fully piloted with all sections of that English 2550 course. Of course, it is also being offered in online courses as well for distance and online students. The APA online course was developed using the Articulate Rise and Storyline software. We chose this software over creating a library-administered course in the college LMS system. This allowed us a bit more flexibility in development, including reducing the paperwork and administrative loads required if we had made an official full course using the LMS. The content in the APA online course is broken down into 4 lessons. This allows the student to digest the content at whatever rate they deem necessary and allows instructors to assign the course to their students over multiple weeks if they wish. The lessons are broken down as follows: Introduction, Reference Citations, In-Text Citations, Document Formatting and Proofreading. Each lesson has 2 to 4 learning objectives. The lessons feature written content, videos, interactive activities, and a short quiz at the end. We have made the course freely available online through the NorQuest College website. In the case of the English 2550 classes where the course is a requirement, instructors have embedded the lessons into their courses, and the completion of each module is logged into the course gradebook. To see the APA online course, visit media.norquest.ca/library/APA1. On behalf of the NorQuest College librarians, thank you for watching this video and learning a little bit about what in-person and online information literacy instruction looks like at a college. We are always happy to hear from new professionals and invite you to reach out if you have any questions or want to know more about our information literacy programming. Please feel free to visit our website or get in touch via email.